seat.
Hold on. Okay, just started.
You can have a seat there, Jordan. My name is Ben Shapleski. I'm a Centennial Funeral.
I'm Jordan Damon.
My condolences in the passing of your brother.
Thank you. That means a lot.
So first off, Jordan, I just want to get your brother's full name, and could you spell that out for me?
His name is Zachary, Zachary.
A-R-Y.
Douglas, Douglas. Dingman, Dingmann.
With two N's?
Two N's, yes.
Okay. And then how old was your brother time of his passing?
He was 25 years old.
25 years old, okay.
He was born September 23rd, 1992.
23rd, 1992. Okay, and then if you do feel comfortable, could you just tell me a little bit about your brother, what he was into, some of his hobbies and interests?
Yeah, and sorry that my whole rest of my family's not here. They're grieving pretty hard. I thought I would be the one to come in here.
I understand that.
So my brother and I were 3 years apart. We have two other siblings. We have a younger brother, Skylar, and my younger sister, our younger sister, who's 2 years younger than me.
Mm-hmm.
So my brother and I kind of grew up together. I was always trying to hang out with him and his friends, trying to keep up with them, playing football and stuff like that. We got into a little bit of trouble throughout the years.
Mm-hmm.
He was huge into sports. He actually went to college. He got his degree in sports management.
Okay, what school is that from?
St. Cloud State.
St. Cloud State,
Mm-hmm.
okay. We'll make sure to include that in the obituary.
Yeah, and he's been, lately he's just kind of been staying occupied giving private baseball lessons.
Okay.
And he's got a baseball team that's kind of like a elite team had.
Was that kind of his profession then?
Yeah,
with the baseball?
that's kind of how his building point. He just kind of got rolling with that stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
But yeah, he played, in high school he played football, baseball, and hockey, and he was very into hockey.
Mm-hmm.
He loved hockey. I actually lived with him in St. Cloud for a couple of years, and we would play intramural hockey together. We had a team, and
okay.
Yeah, just is that 5 minutes already?
No, it's my dad calling me. So.
Yeah, and so
really, really big sports kind of guy. So
yeah.
And we went and incorporated in service, some of his sports memorabilia and memories and all that.
And another thing, he was huge into fishing.
Fishing,
Yeah,
okay.
he actually bought his own ice house last year, and he lives out there.
How much do those cost, those ice houses?
Well, he actually got a good deal. He bought it from his buddy's dad.
Okay.
And he got it for $3,000.
Oh, wow.
He got a heck of a deal. He stole it from him.
Sounds like we're going to have a lot to kind of remember him with a lot of pictures and things from his interests.
And I have pictures. Do you think should I be bringing in pictures, do you think?
Yeah, when we kind of talk more about service and all that, we can decide what we want to bring in and all that, to put on display for visitation in the service and all that. And speaking of a service for your brother, were you thinking of traditional service of the casket and burial or cremation?
Yeah, so I kind of got a little bit of information from my parents and my siblings, and they thought full traditional.
Traditional service, okay.
We're a Catholic family, and I think that's what it would like.
And then is there a church in mind?
Yep, St. Adrian Catholic Church, and there'd be the St. Adrian Cemetery as well.
Is that next to the church then, or?
It's just outside of town. It's about half mile out of town.
Mm-hmm. And then as of right now, with it being Monday night, do we have any certain dates in mind for the service? Maybe the push of this weekend or
what do you guys normally do? What is normal?
So we could possibly have a service in the earliest date, possibly. Do you want a visitation the night before?
Yeah, I think so. And is it possible to also have a little service visitation before the service?
Yeah, I can do an hour or two before the service at the church for visitation as well. So we could look at possibly a Thursday night visitation and Friday service at the church, or Friday night visit.
I like that.
Okay.
And then everyone coming down, they can kind of crash at our place because we have a bunch of family in St. Cloud.
Oh, yes.
So that Thursday, Friday, that'll work out.
So that Thursday night visitation, we can do that. And then for a time for that, would you like that at the funeral home, at the church?
There's going to be a lot of people there.
Okay, and
So
our funeral home can hold a decent crowd, so... And with him being younger, we usually do probably a 3 to 4 hour visitation, but with him being so young, we might want to even do a 5-hour visitation.
Yeah.
And there is an additional fee for that, but we'll not charge you for that as well.
Well, thank you.
What are you thinking about? Possibly a 3 to 8 p.m. visitation on that?
Yeah. 3 to 8, that sounds great.
Mm-hmm. Do 3 to 8, and then for that service on Friday, would we want to do possibly
just finish this.
What do we want to do? Possibly an 11 a.m. service or a noon service, and then an hour or two visitation happening before that.
So what time would the visitation start then?
If we do a noon service, visitation could start at 10 or 11 if you want the 1 or 2 hours. Or if
How about like a 10:30 and then a noon service?
We could do a 10:30 visitation service at noon.
Perfect.
And then do you want burial following the service or luncheon following the service?
I've always meant if he knows where we go to the cemetery and then come back and eat.
Okay.
That's what I was.
So we can do possibly service at noon, and then burial probably 1:15 maybe. Around that time we can be flexible with that. Depends on how long the service takes. So, all right, that should do it. Sweet.